Good evening, everyone. This is Self Mataya, and I would like to go over the observing assignment that I post on Moodle that replaced the attendance to the observatory required in for our course. So you are supposed to visit the observatory once and submit a report of what you observe, and also you must sign up the entrance sheet, which I have records of those, and submit your report through Turnitin. But I had few students who emailed me saying they couldn't attend the observatory because they work on Fridays. So here is the observing assignment you must complete in replacement to your visit to the observatory. So I'm gonna use the whiteboard for that purpose. Let me see if I can do that. How can I open a whiteboard? There you go. So let me show you what you're supposed to do. First, let me see if I have a pen. So, by the way, if you go to CC, in fact, to our Moodle course, in this week's blog, I post this assignment written in steps of what you need to do. But basically, what you need to do, you have to go to a spot, and here's the handout. Let's see if I have the handout. It's right here. So you have to go to a spot and orient yourself so that you know where north is. Compass might help, but it's not ideal. The idea is to know exactly where your north-south position is. So if you are taking this course and you are following some of the basic learning in this course as far as observation is concerned, you can use the Big Dipper to find out where true north is, at least with some uh, very small deviation from true north. So once you know where north is, you turn 180 degrees and then you are facing south. So once you face south, that's the best possible configuration, because if you are facing south in the north hemisphere, it means you can see all planets and also moon and sun in the sky in case they are available to be seen. You cannot turn north and expect to see the sun and the moon or the planets in those if you are pretty much turn yourself through north. So you're gonna face south, and then you're gonna have a piece of paper, and that's what you have to turn in to me. And that piece of paper, you're going to draw. In fact, I'm not using a ruler, but you should use a ruler, indicating what is your horizon. So as you face south, so let's say your due south position is somewhere here. So it means somewhere to your left hand side you have your eastern horizon, and somewhere to your right hand side you have your western horizon, right? So as you observe sky objects, they tend to rise up above horizon. They tend to rise in the eastern sky, and they reach maximal height as they close due south, and then they set in the western sky. Okay. So essentially what you're going to be doing is to observe where the moon is in the sky. So for that, you're going to use your closed hand, your fist, as a unit of measurement. So if you make a fist at arm's length, so you put your arms straight, and then you make a fist of it. So if you look at your fist, so you have your fingers crunching up. So as you look at your fist is projecting about 10 degrees in the sky. So you can look across your horizon, and then you establish a scale of 10 degrees towards west. So each separation here is about 10 degrees, which is about one fist, right? So which means, how do you define your horizon? So your horizon, imagine there is a plane like a flat cardboard that passes through your eyes and then extend out to infinity. And then as you place your fist on top of that cardboard, that fist is itself providing a scale of 10 degrees in the sky. So please email me if you are not understanding what I'm talking about. And then you can do the same for the left-hand side as you go, or a scale towards the eastern sky. So you can do the same on a vertical scale. So every equal scale represents 10 degrees going upward. Of course, you have to do that with a ruler so that your drawing is neat. And then you're gonna go out and observe the moon. The following few days gonna be good to observe the moon. Right now the moon is waning, it's close to new moon, so you can't see in the sky. But you have to observe the moon, and let me show you the handout. It's right here. So choose a specific time of the day to make the observation when the moon is visible in the sky. So let me bring some software that will allow for that to happen. So I already have the moon figured here. So look at that, the moon is in the sky on November 15th. So today's the 10th. 10th is Tuesday. So 13 is Friday. So we are talking about Sunday. So you're supposed to do your first observation this coming Sunday. So what you do, you find the moon in the sky, right? Right after sunset. And then here's your south. This is just southwest and west. So basically, on your sketch, you're going to see how many degrees, how many fists can you mark off your south position. Okay, like I've done here in the handout. Let's see what it is. It's right there. Right. So this is due south. If I go back to my software, this is south. So let's say this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 56. So the moon is 60 degrees going west. 60 degrees going west. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 degrees going west. And if I take the same scale as I used, so the moon is right there, right? So I go 1, 2, 3, about 4, which means 40 degrees of 4 fists going upward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I mark the moon right here. The moon is in a crescent phase, right? Okay. So what you do next, you observe the moon. Oh, you marked it at what time you did your observation. So in this case, your observation 6:26 p.m. I would go to my handout and write 6:26 p.m. Right? Now on the date, which is November 15. Of course, I would write better. It's hard for me to write with this Okay, now what you're gonna do next, you're gonna wait 1 hour. So 6:26, you're gonna wait to 7:26, and then you're gonna observe the moon again. Where the moon is gonna be in respect to this drawing. It's gonna be here, it's gonna be here, it's gonna be here, where the moon is gonna be. And then you're gonna mark where the moon is supposed to be. Okay? Same day, 1 hour later. Does that make sense? So that's your second observation. And then you're gonna write November 15. That should be 7:26 if you do 1 hour later. Okay, now what do you do next? You observe the following days, which is Monday. The same time, 6:26, 6:26, but 1 day later. So where the moon is going to be in this horizon, in this field of view? It's going to be here. What is it going to be? So then you mark where the moon is in your sketch in the following day. And that is your third observation. So the first one is the first one. The second is done 1 hour later. The third is done 1 day later with respect to the first time you observe, same time, but 24 hours later. And the fourth and last observation is going to be done 1 week after. So where the moon is going to be 1 week after, and what phase the moon is going to be showing. Okay, so then you mark where the moon is 1 week later, and then what you do next is pretty much to answer the questions that I'm asking in here. Where are they? There you go. So I have all these suggestions and follow and kind of detail steps on what to do, and then I have 10 questions you must answer. Okay. So how did the position of the moon change in 1 hour? So did it go eastward, westward? Where did it go? And then you answer that. And then you do the same for this question number 2, and so on, so on, so on. And then you try to explain why the moon is changing position or apparent position as you observe 1 hour later, 1 day later, and 1 week later. Okay? So let me know if you have any question regarding that. And pretty much that's it.